I was a mess. I needed to go to prison. I got real bad on drugs and caught 3 felony possession charges, 1 for oxycodone and 2 for meth, just personal possession charges. Sentenced me to prison. I was incarcerated for 3 years. Rhonda's amazing, and I remember her talking about Claremore and transitional housing here that she was doing, and She Brews, and I remember her saying, "Come to Claremore," to the whole class, "I'll hire you." And I remember praying to God, like, I want to work for this lady.
My mother actually moved us when I was 13 because her mother was living out here, and so we were struggling in California. My mom has 5 kids, so I'm the oldest of 5 kids, so it was hard. Diane from the church, she introduced me to it, and she got me into the program. And I was lucky enough to be one of 3 recipients this year of the Habitat House. But keep in mind, they don't just give you a house. You have a mortgage, and you also have to put in what they call sweat equity, which is like building hours. And you have to do 300 of those before you can move into your home. And it's been proven, though, if you give somebody something and they don't have to work for it, they don't have to earn it, that they have no value or appreciation for it. So therefore, putting in 300 equity hours, you have some pride and some value in what you're doing, and you're going to take care of it better. Getting ahead helped me realize my situation and better understand my situation, and it helped me to realize that I wanted better for my future, for my family, for my kids, and that I could do it despite the circumstances that I was facing at the time, being in poverty.
A lot of skills for adulting that people may or may not have. Living on my own with an apartment, and I was just kind of getting by, scraping from paycheck to paycheck. A lot of times there wasn't enough money. The class taught me how to look at things in a whole different way, how to make a budget, how to make goals, and ask myself if buying something if it was going to make me happy short term or long term. I'm on the path right now to buying like the newest car that I've ever had pretty soon.
I had 5 or 6 different loan companies and all that, and just, you know, you get them paid off, they want you to borrow more money, and I was broke before I got my checks. Got into the first class ever, and I guess everybody's about as nervous as I was. It helped me everywhere. How to use my resources, finances, friends, how to talk to people different. I never was a person to give back. You know, everything I thought, you know, well, give to me, but it's turned around. I like to give back. Like when Lori was doing the classes, I would never look at her when I was talking to her. She said that to me several times, but I will look you in the eye now. Well, I mean, didn't do it overnight. It took me 6 years to get where I am today, from the class till now. No relapses, just keep looking ahead. I live from day to day and not from here to the next week or so.
Bridge for the Future Rogers County got together with Habitat for Humanity and She Brews because the 3 of us all work towards helping people change the direction of their life. But there is a point where we want to change people's lives, the trajectory that they're on. And all 3 of these ministries do that. So Habitat for Humanity looks for people who are making a living, they've got decent credit, but they don't make enough money to really get a mortgage and own their own home. The difference between somebody renting and owning a home is huge. When you've got children and you move them from one home to another, or it's substandard housing, it makes a real difference in that family, how they function as a family. It breaks the cycle of poverty for that family because those kids are not growing up moving from one rent house to another rent house.
It's not just about money. It's about expanding in a whole arena of resources so that these families can get their life in order. How do we get past continuous cycle of people needing assistance? How do we take them to the next level? And a few of us went to some training for Bridges Out of Poverty, and it was an eye-opening training for us because we realized that what we were doing wasn't necessarily the best fix for these individuals. With Ralph, he's a prime example of what people, how they change through the process. They come in so timid and shy and leery of taking steps or making changes because they've failed so many times or been beaten down by people who don't want to give them a chance. And that, again, is one of the major points of these three ministries, is we walk beside them. All three of these ministries, She Brews, Habitat, and Bridge for the Future, all realize that we aren't here to fix anyone. We're here to help them find out what they need and enable them to get it themselves.
In Oklahoma, we incarcerate more women than anywhere in the world. And because of that incarceration rate, we have lots of children who are impacted by broken homes and incarceration. I started in Claremore by creating His House Outreach Ministries. And the motive behind that was to think that if I could save a woman, I can save a child. And so I started creating the housing project, and I would bring women from prison into transitional housing. People who had felony convictions were having a hard time getting a job. So I decided about 6 years ago to create She Brews Coffee House. And the idea behind that was, if I could get the community to know these women like I know them, then they will love them and they'll give them a second chance. Because it's unrealistic to believe that a woman is going to come out of prison and get her children back if she cannot get employment. His House Ministries partners with Getting Ahead in a Just Getting By World program, and we also partner with Habitat for Humanity. And there, in our partnership, we are teaching the women financial responsibility, helping them get their credit in order.
We have Getting Ahead graduates that are now Habitat for Humanity owners, people from She Brews that have benefited from the Getting Ahead classes. We're just seeing tremendous changes in people's lives. Each one of these nonprofits spend time with these people. We meet them, we get to know them, we mentor them, and that's what makes the difference in people's lives, is other people getting involved with them.
And it is my goal, because of this community, because of the resources in this community that I have, to save these children. And I've got the mom, and I'm putting her on the track. His House Ministries, She Brews, Bridges Out of Poverty, or Getting Ahead in a Just Getting By World, and then on to Habitat for Humanity. With the help of this community, I'm going to save those 4 children. And that's my mission. To do it again and again and again. Because I serve a do-it-again God.
Just different doors and opportunities have opened as far as being able to get enrolled at RSU. It's just been amazing to have a second chance, and it's because of Claremore and His House and She Brews that this has been possible.
I'm 6 classes away from my associate's degree in early childhood development, and I'm going to continue on to OU for my bachelor's degree. I just want to thank them for, helping me. They actually gave me a lot of confidence too, and that's something that I didn't expect to get out of that.
When she was telling me how to do this, just get up and do it again, and just keep doing this just day after day.
I'm so excited. The future looks really bright for me and my kids now. I'm really excited.
And I'm thankful they were here to do the classes. I mean, it just changed my life completely. But you got to make it work. You can't just say, well, it's going to work because you read the book. And I changed my tomorrow, because tomorrow never comes, to tomorrow. See, tomorrow you'll be here, tomorrow won't. I'm living today, not tomorrow.